Your action step for this week is to get rid of something in your environment that's hurting you and replace it with something that's actually going to support you.
Now, this could mean actually getting rid of something that's negatively impacting you in a way that it just doesn't feel good. So you want to take something and either get rid of it or switch it. So if it could be with like your house is cluttered or one room, but start simple and start with one thing and change it so that it's now serving you and it feels good.
A good way to do this is to go through your whole house and take a look at pictures, take a look at sayings that you have up. Look at different things around your house and just pay attention to the feeling that you get when you're looking at it. If you're looking at an old picture of yourself and every time you look at it, you're like, you know, the action step would be to actually get rid of that picture or put it in storage or remove it and then replace it with something positive. If you already have a good picture of yourself, put it there or put flowers there or something else that when you're walking by, it's actually going to give you a good feeling. Because otherwise, everything in your environment all day long, it may be at your work, house, anything, you want everything in your environment to be giving you a positive feeling. You want it to make you feel good.
And one of the things that this is going to actually cause is it's going to start putting in positive things into your subconscious consistently versus things that bring you down. So the more things that you can change, but let's just start with one, the more positive it's going to start to direct your life where you want it to be.
Yeah, and for those of you that are in our coaching company, you already understand that your subconscious mind controls 95% of your automatic behavior all day long. So the things that are in your subconscious mind is what you want to take a look at. And whatever is in your environment, that is what's controlling what goes into your subconscious mind all day long. So in layman's terms, you don't need to understand all of that, but one thing that you can absolutely do this week that will positively impact your life is to remove something in your environment that's giving you a negative feeling and replace it with something positive.
Yeah, and one thing I want everybody to understand with this and the importance of actually taking this action is you want to do it within 48 hours to start with. And when you do this, when you make a commitment to do something, it actually causes certain chemicals in your brain to be released. But if you don't keep that commitment, it will actually revert and your brain will work against you. So it's very important that once you make the decision to do it, that you do it. Now, once it's done, now you've created success. You've actually completed that action step, and this success actually doubles down in your brain and propels you forward.
Right, exactly. And something to take a look at when we're using the word environment, that doesn't mean that it's something that's in your house. It could be the person that you're with. You know, do they support you? Do your friends support you? What is the environment that you're in? What are you listening to when you're in your car? Are you listening to positive personal development CDs? Are you listening to negative things on the radio? You know, what are you watching on TV? All of those things are in your environment. So when you're picking your weekly action step for this week and you're picking that one thing to remove, that could be anything in your environment, anything that's putting information into your subconscious mind. Super important that you follow through on this. Pick one thing to remove from your environment that's hurting you right now and replace it with something positive that's going to support you.
Yeah, and this has a dramatic effect. I've experienced this time and time again. For instance, what she said, like what you listen to in the car, like I don't listen to the news anymore because all it was a negative impact and put my thoughts on that subject. So I turned that off and started listening to personal development stuff, which propelled me forward positively.
I had a similar story when I first got into this. For those of you that know me, you know that when I watched The Secret, 8 years ago, everything in my life changed, and I was able to replace our yearly income in the first month. But one of the big action steps that I took was I canceled my cable TV, and I started reading and listening to audios. So what you put into your subconscious mind is huge, and I'm so excited for you guys to take action on this. We will see you next week.